Am I in focus? Can't tell. What is up, everyone? It has been a really long time since I've done a video, which means I've obviously been working on other things. So as much as it seems like I just kind of threw this to the wayside and who knows when it's gonna come back, there is a plan. I do have a date when I wanted to come back. I'm not gonna announce that right now. I will say that some of the things that I'm working on, I do have one date that something's dropping either on or right around my birthday. But the quickest thing coming up is going to be on Black Friday. Something's gonna come out, and that's what I'm most excited about right now. So get excited for that. That'll be the quickest thing that you get from me. Right now, I just wanted to do a Q&A to give you guys a chance to ask, where have you been? Why are you not making videos? How's it been since the last video I saw? And I'm sure in between the season 1 and the next season that I'm doing, I'll throw out some throwback videos. I've already edited Italy, all of Rome. That's really good. Good rhetoric talk in there. Definitely have to put that out. And then other than that, there are just a bunch of highlights and stuff that I want to do. There's a bunch of throwback stuff from before the Endless Summer Tour that I haven't even put out yet that I'm gonna cut together. So yeah, all that to say, before the next season starts, there will still be more off the records. I'm actually at a house working on all this stuff by myself to really hone in and get this thing done and not have distractions for all the other things that are coming out. So without further ado, let's get to these questions. By the way, right here, you can see that I did a Q&A with my homie Mo Beats. I will link that in the description too, so you can see that. Really awesome guy, Big Sean's tour DJ, so we answered a lot of questions about being a DJ. Less about life and more about being a DJ. You guys usually ask me about life all the time. So let's start right now. The in-between season 1 and 2 Rhetoric Q&A. Ooh, I like this. 1 minute ago. Ask Rhetoric, how's your day going? My day is going great. I just got into this house in this location that I'm not gonna tell you guys, and I'm focusing, and I finally set up to not be interrupted while working on all the stuff that I'm trying to get out for you guys. I'm super excited. Here's one. Would you ever consider moving to LA? Fun fact, no, I lied. I moved to New York the first time my junior year of college for a summer to intern, but right after graduation, I went directly on tour, and then I moved to LA. I was in Studio City, I was in the hills. I really don't like having a car, so I didn't have a car out there, and it was just really tough to get to anywhere that I wanted to go in Studio City. Would I consider moving to LA? Not anytime in the near future, but yes, I would. It's gorgeous out there. It's just not for me right now. There's some weird ones in here too, so let's see what we get. Ask Rhetoric, if you could transform into any animal, which animal would it be and why? Probably the orca, the killer whale, because they really don't have any predators. They're kind of king of the ocean, and I've seen a lot of Earth. I'd love to see more of the ocean. Either that or like a super predatory bird that's not gonna die. Ask Rhetoric, would you be down to play other sports next door other than baseball? Depends on what it is. I'd probably kick around, probably play basketball, but nothing too extreme. The thing about batting practice, it's easy to get hurt, but it's all on you if you're gonna get hurt or not. When you're playing other sports before a show, there's a chance that you get hurt. If you kick around, you play soccer, there's a chance you get hurt. If you ball before the show, there's a chance that you get hurt. And I try to eliminate all those chances while I'm on the road, especially since I run. Wow, that hair was nasty. Yeah, here's that question. Here's the question that I really expected. And there are a bunch of them right here. Yep, Sharifa. Why did you stop making vlogs? Because I'm working on other stuff. The thing is, in my head, there are a lot of ideas. And those ideas are not restricted to a certain medium. So when I feel like I have a bunch of ideas that are in a certain realm that require a certain medium, I'm going to switch mediums for that time being. I really have always had it since I was a kid that if I really want to do something and I feel like my ideas or my ambitions can be played out in a certain way, I'm gonna work as hard as I can to get good at that and put it out in that way. I'm not gonna force some of these ideas and some of these, not lessons, but things that I want to tell you guys, I'm not gonna force them into videos, or I wouldn't force them into a DJ set. So I'm working on these other projects right now, and that's why I stopped the vlogs. Ask Rhetoric, when are you gonna post on Rhetoric's Closet? I don't know, probably soon, maybe not soon, it might be a little while. We'll see. It is definitely one of those dates that I was talking about though. Ask Rhetoric, do you use this patch I got you? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a Gatorade patch. No, I have not put it on yet. I actually have a lot of buttons and pins and patches from you guys that are in a huge gallon Ziploc bag, and they're all the ones that I haven't put on yet. What are some things that are on your bucket list for 2017? I wouldn't really say I have a bucket list. I have a list of things that I'm going to do in 2017. Ask Rhetoric, how does one begin running? Put your left foot in, I don't know, you just go out and run. There's some days I really don't want to run. And actually I've been so busy and I feel terrible because I've been so busy trying to do these things that there have been a lot of consistent days where I just haven't been able to get out and run. But yeah, how do you begin running? You just wake up one day and you're like, I'm gonna run today. And you go run. And you're like, wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought. And then you keep doing it. Somebody asked me about some sort of diss, and I'll give you my opinion on all disses. Number one, if they don't have anything to do with me, I really don't care. And number two, if they did have something to do with me, it's not my problem that somebody else is bothered by my life so much or what I'm doing so much that they felt the need to take time out of their day to put that towards me. Luckily, I'm not that controversial of a person though. Yeah, this, I just don't care. I really don't care. I don't play into that stuff. How do you maintain such a positive at PUDNITE? Sorry, I don't read all the names. I know, I really should get better at that. How do you maintain such a positive outlook on life no matter what situation you're in? If you're watching this video, you've gotten through every single hard time that life has ever thrown at you. If that's not a huge accomplishment, I don't know what is. Every single day that I wake up, that's number one accomplishment. I woke up and I'm blessed enough to see this next day. And every day I see as an opportunity. It's kind of like being promoted. It's like you did well enough yesterday that today you have a new job to outdo yourself from yesterday. And that's how I see it every single day. How do I maintain such a positive outlook? I work hard to see the positive side of things. And even when I do see the negative side of things, I don't put it out there. I don't let myself materialize that thought. The days that I feel super dark are the days that I will allow myself to say, that sucked. Or you're talking to somebody and you want to complain about something earlier in the day. You gotta eliminate doing that. Just stop doing that and you'll notice that every day seems a whole lot more positive. Because even though you want to complain about it, if you just let it go and you let that moment pass and you don't complain about whatever happened, you're gonna forget about it. You're just gonna remember the positive things in your life. If you could relive a certain moment in your life, what would it be and why? I'm not a reliver type of person. Like I'm not a reminiscer. I'm not a remember the good old days kind of person. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. Cause like I said before, I like to outdo it. Like all these things in my head, all these places that I see myself in the future are things that I'm continuously reliving. I feel like I'm reliving memories from the future, if that makes sense at all. And it might not make sense to some of you, and then a couple years down the line it will. And then some of you out there, that does make sense, that you're kind of reliving your memories from the future. It's where you see yourself and what you're manifesting in your life. What's your favorite song at the moment? Honestly, probably, it changes every 10 minutes though is the problem. Honestly, favorite song at the moment is by this band 21 Pilots. My homie John is going on tour with them, and I looked them up because I had heard the Stressed Out song on the radio. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look him up since he's going on tour with them, and they're really good. And this song that they have called Lane Boy, I really like that. So I've been listening to that for the past few days. But like I said, it changes every 10 minutes. But they're a really good band. Highly recommend 21 Pilots. When did you start noticing a difference in yourself when you decided to work out more and quit caffeine? I am Carla_2 asked. Probably about 3 months in. 3 months in was after a tour. I'd had no caffeine, no alcohol. I was running consistently on the road with Bellion in camp, and I saw my mom after that tour, and she was the first one to go, wow, you look like you lost a lot of weight and your skin looks great. Oh, and staying hydrated too. Add that to the list of things. Those first 3 months too, I cut all my dairy stuff. I cut all the carb stuff. So yeah, I just felt great after that. I'd say I kind of felt the difference a month in, but it was a very noticeable difference 3 months in. Oh, speaking of here, do you ever make it out to a John Bellion show every once in a while? Yes, I was just at the LA show. I'm trying to come to a couple more. I miss those guys, that's my family. When is season 2 of Off the Record? Here they come. This is all of them. Charisse_BT. When is season 2 of Off the Record, and what do you think of the elections? Season 2 of Off the Record is coming next year. Can't give you a date yet. What do I think of the elections? I'm just glad they're over. I'm so glad they're over. Ramirez301 asks, when are you releasing new merch? So ready to cop some of those tie-dye shirts. Do you mean the? It's one of those dates that I was talking about, and I'm really excited about it. Basic Ben at Basic Ben asks, do you ever see yourself playing shows by yourself? I mean, festivals and or touring on your own. Yes, I see myself doing both of those things, but probably not in the way that you're imagining in that question. That's a very loaded answer, and I'm not giving you much more than that. What are some of your favorite things to do when you're back home in the 757, the original _ Asian? Nice username. Hide. I like to hide. Whenever I come home, I see family, I don't tell people that I'm here. Or even if I do, it's like my super close friends, and I like to hide and get work done and kind of escape. I've been on the road since I graduated college, and while I was in college, I would be on the road every single weekend, so it really hasn't stopped. So whenever I go home, I try to cut up that fast-paced lifestyle. Ask Rhetorik, who inspired you to start being a DJ? Blackhawks _ 301. Honestly, just myself being in high school, being kind of introverted, being at the parties and still wanting to participate, and loving playing the music and watching people be super extroverted party people, but not wanting to be that extroverted party person. And then YouTube. K-Cam, Day 37, can I get this follow? Ask Rhetorik. How do you always stay so positive? Answer that earlier. What have you been up to this whole time? There it is again, answer that earlier. What's been your favorite tour? You can't do that. You can't do that at Hayden Hollis. You can't ask me that. That's like asking my favorite child. They say that about albums. I say it about tours. For season 2 of Off the Record, will there be more Rhetorik talks? The first one was great. Yes, there will be. And there will be lots of other Rhetorik things for you to get the Rhetorik talks from. Elliot Pablo asks, ask Rhetorik, when is dad merch dropping? Not sure. Definitely need to get on that. I've kind of finally embraced my dadliness, and I completely stand by the motto that you don't have to be a father to be a dad. So yeah, expect some dad stuff soon. I am your dad now. I am your dad now. At DJ Rhetorik, what's something you've accomplished this year that you're proud of? This vlog has been awesome. It's kind of crazy that I did 50 episodes plus a couple Q&As and other things, and I just started this year and the year's not even done. That's why I had to stop. I was kind of stop, take it all in, figure out what I've done, and then move on to season 2. But like I said, there will be more videos in between. At Major Lana, other than music and traveling, what's something new you would want to try when you have some free time? I really just want to travel more. I want to bungee jump. I've been skydiving twice, but I've never been bungee jumping. I want to scuba dive more. I haven't been since I was 18, and I'm certified. I feel like my certification license is just burning a hole in my pocket right now. I'm SSI certified, so if any of you guys have the hookup on scuba diving somewhere, let me know. I'm totally down to go. Ask Rhetorik, do you still keep in touch with Bob when you're off tour? Yeah, I was just there a couple days ago. You know, just stop staying in contact with friends. What motivated you to push through negativity and criticism on your journey to becoming a DJ? That is an incredible question. It's because the voice in the back of my head telling me I could do it was always louder than the voice of other people telling me that I couldn't. Would you ever have a meetup in LA like you did for NYC? Yes, I really want to do a run. I want to do a 3.2 mile run just like I always do. I want to start in the big cities and then move on to the small cities. Maybe do it on tour, it depends. It definitely have to be a summer tour because it gets really cold in the winter. The answer is yes, I'm totally gonna do a meetup. It's just a matter of when, how, where, when, how, and where. That's all I have to figure out. At DJ Rhetorik, can you dunk 10-foot hoop? Obviously. Not anymore. Definitely couldn't in high school. We used to have dunking contests before our volleyball games. Everybody's like, what in the world, volleyball? Yeah, I'm from the beach area. Volleyball is pretty big when you're in the beach area, and a lot on the East Coast and California too. How long did it take you to get good at DJing? I don't know what good is. That's not the answer you were looking for. It didn't happen in high school. It took a couple years, and it took a couple failing attempts at doing parties. Getting parties before I was ready. Because the best way to learn is when people are telling you that you suck and that they could do better than you. At Nuclear Kills, some of y'all got some crazy usernames. What are some of your favorite things about New York? Everything. I love New York because it's a microcosm of this world. You can see any type of person that you want in any place. You have all these cultures in one place. And that's one of the biggest things that I try to preach, is that we are all the same. We are all just one human race. That is the only freaking thing that we have to worry about. And that, I really feel, is one of our purposes and our goals in humanity, is for everybody to reach that conclusion. And obviously, especially with the political climate right now and everything going on in this world, we're not super close to it. But I feel like that's my purpose too on this earth, is to push out that message and be that voice that is a constant reminder, even in the times of darkness. I feel like a citizen of the earth when I'm in New York City. I don't feel like a citizen of that city. I think that's about it for the Q&A. I'm gonna show you a couple of the mail opening clips that this guy asked about right now. Jesse DH10 asks, when will there be another P.O. box opening? How about, I have opened them and I have filmed it, and I know exactly who you are because you gave me the hoodie. So I'm going to cut to that right now and show you a couple highlights. What is up, friends? I come to you today with some packages. First is letters from Hunter. Thank you, Hunter, for your letter. Whew. Hunter went in. It says, Dear DJ Rhetorik again. Don't worry, I read these things, I just don't put you guys on blast. All right, we have another letter from Lexi. Thank you, Lexi. This is from Jesse Daniel Hernandez. Thank you, Jesse. Actually, let me open this before I say thank you, because who knows what it's about to be. Send me a bunch of LA Dodgers pins. And I finally got my Inglewood baseball hoodie. And this is perfect timing too, because it's starting to get cold. Thanks, Jesse. Thank you again to all you guys for having me out for the first actual batting practice on Off the Record. Thank you, Marco, for the letter. I'm gonna read that. Obviously not on camera. So much stuff in it. Check this thing out. This is amazing. Thank you, Caitlin. I'm gonna read both those letters right now. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure when the next video will come out. Another thing is though too, you guys didn't really notice because I didn't really say it exactly. I didn't put it out there. I experimented with once a week, I experimented with every day, and I experimented with 3 times a week. And I think the greatest response and what was best to me and what I felt like was my best work was going with once a week. Mondays was Off the Record and Thursdays was Pass the Aux. I think it was Thursdays. And I missed that. I missed the dual content. So expect that rotation to come back in season 2. No more everyday stuff, especially since I don't consider myself a vlogger first. Can't give you a date for season 2, but I can definitely let you know that the Italy video will still come out. There will be some highlight videos of different things that have happened and some other little cool, unique surprises. Thank you guys again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below if you have any extra questions and I will answer them in the comment section. I usually stay away from there because YouTube comment section is notoriously a super hateful place, and that's just not what I'm about. But if we can keep it nice in my comment section, which I think my fans can do because you guys are the best and you're very positive people, then I'll go down there and I'll keep answering questions. So thank you guys again for watching. I will see you next time, whenever that is. Peace.